Welcome back. There's a very special reunion coming up this Tuesday. It marks the one-year anniversary that the Austin Humane Society rescued dogs from a hoarding situation in Bastrop. Those pups are now with their loving families. Joining us today is Kelly Haynes from the Austin Humane Society and Rose, who adopted Trooper right from this situation. Thanks for being here this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Talk about this terrible situation that the dogs were rescued from.
Well, 1 year ago, we came into the ownership of over 140 dogs. Trooper's a great example of a dog who had never seen grass before. Rose tells me the story of just a leaf and wind blowing around him would scare him immediately. And you can see now, 1 year later, what an adjustment Trooper's made. And Trooper's really become an ambassador for us. We love to tell the story of Rose and Trooper and what we can do at the Austin Humane Society to help these animals.
Sure, he's been so playful. Describe, if you can, the conditions that these pups were found in.
We have come to find out the 147 dogs really had never seen the outside of the four walls they were living in. The conditions were so bad, filth piled up so high, that we found dogs, and with the help of the Bastrop Sheriff's Department and Animal Services, found dogs living in the walls. The owners couldn't even live in the house anymore. They ended up building a shed on their property and moved into the shed because the dogs had overtaken the house.
Malnourished, flea infestations, just terrible living conditions. When you take in this many dogs that have been living in that type of situation, what do you find that they need most?
They need veterinarian care is number one, and we provide that the moment they come into our facility. Number two is socialization, and for some dogs like Trooper, and Rose tells the story, it took just a matter of days for Trooper to come out of her shell. For other animals, it can take a long time. It can take several weeks or months, and we use foster programs to help get that transition process going. But number one is medical care.
Sure. And Rose, congratulations. You and Trooper seem very happy together. And so what made you decide to help out and adopt one of the dogs?
I'd been thinking of a dog for a long time. My daughter rescues border collies. And so with all the dogs, when the Bastrop story broke in mid-May sometime, that's when I went, this is my time. But I'd been thinking about it for a year and a half.
And Kelly described it briefly, but how quickly, did Trooper get adjusted to the new life?
Well, within a day. I mean, within a day. The first day, it's like, boy, what do you do with this? Because they can't play, they're afraid of a car door closing in the parking lot. And, but he came out of his shell really within the next day, and by a week, he was like a real dog. And I'm like, boy, this was way faster than I thought it would be. But he didn't recognize squirrels or birds or wildlife at all. And I live on the edge of a nature preserve, and within a month, he was able to do off-leash work back there.
Well, it's great to hear, obviously, a happy ending, hopefully for everyone. And you guys decided to get all these families together one more time.
We did. It was an idea that actually came from most of the families. They wanted to be around everybody, and they wanted a chance to say thank you to our staff who worked, hundreds and hundreds of hours to get these animals out of that condition and into the homes that they're flourishing in now.
Great to hear. Thanks so much for being with us this morning, guys.
Thank you.
All right.